Today we are
talking about
virtual reality is a future.
For gaming experience.
What is virtual reality? Virtual reality refers to computer-generated simulation where one can interact in a 3D environment created using electronic devices such as special glasses with screen or glove equipped with sensors. In these simulated artificial environments, users can have a realistic field experience or they can feel playing video game in real life. There are many examples of virtual reality among them, such as HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, and PlayStation VR. But in this video, we are not just curious about what virtual reality is, but we want to know if virtual reality is a future for gaming experience. So, the gaming industry trend in early 2018 continues to grow and is gaining ground among the community, especially young people, starting with the global and international esports competitions. The increase in game developer groups, including game players, to the use of virtual reality tools in electronic sport competitions. This concept has been thought of for a long time and we often see it in science fiction movies. The developers have also been serious for a long time in applying the concept of virtual reality to the game industry until finally get to the point where this technology becomes to make strict in video games. For example, Sony expanded its video games by adding virtual reality games on the PlayStation 4 Virtual Reality, or called PSVR. This PSVR gives users a more realistic experience in playing games and get a very good response.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you the main component in order to use the virtual reality. The first one is virtual reality devices. This component works to display the game for the user. Secondly, the input devices. The input devices, or we can know it as controller, it works to give the command to our character in the game. Thirdly, we need to have the software in order to play the game in virtual reality. The software we need is the game. For example, the game is Minecraft. For the fourth, we need is audio. For audio or output sound, we can use headset, earphone, or maybe just earbud. Okay, now I'm going to talk about on how far the virtual reality have been developed in Malaysia. Malaysia nowadays have one of the largest VR and AR theme park. This theme park was located in Mid Valley Mega Mall at Kuala Lumpur. For your information, this theme park was built by the Reef Company. In this theme park, the Reef Company have provided a lot of games for their customer. For an example, I can give it to you is race room for racing games, second, Hado for shooting games, and more. In this case, we can make a conclusion that Malaysia have developed a very good technology in gaming industry. Now, we have a question about is it Malaysia have done any tournament? As we know, Malaysia nowadays have been popular in gaming. The fact that we can see that Malaysia is popular in gaming is we can see there are a lot of gaming steam such as Udogame, Toda, and Bosco. Unfortunately, they are focusing on games that just using smartphone such as Mobile Legends and PUBG. However, there are also tournaments that have been hosted by MTech, Malaysia Digital Economy Cooperation. With the existence of this approach, they put their hope that one day Malaysia will be interested and make it become more popular just like any other games. So now I'm going to talk on what is the differentiation between the virtual reality and augmented reality. The virtual reality user can enter to an entirely immersive world and cut off from the real world. While augmented reality, the user can use both of real world and virtual world. For another differentiation is virtual reality requires a VR headset or any additional component to get fully immersed in the experience. However, the augmented reality only requires an AR compatible smart devices to enjoy the experience.
Alright, now we move to the advantages and disadvantages of virtual reality in gaming experience. Alright, firstly we have the advantage, which is little and no risk. This means that the virtual reality process or devices are very simple and at low risk of damage based on their build quality design. Alright, secondly, we have reduced stress level. Many sources claim that playing games is proven to reduce a person's stress level. In a virtual reality format game, the user will be indirectly stimulated to concentrate, like playing games in general, but also stimulated to move along the flow of the game. By moving, of course, will improve the circulation of blood in the body compared to playing ordinary game that only stay in one place. These are the things that make VR games superior in reducing stress level. Of course, this needs to be limited so that it is not addictive. An estimated 350 million of people worldwide are struggling with depression. This mental illness is very difficult to cure and there is no cure for it. Even so, VR is believed to help patients cope with their depression and manage their emotions well. Alright, the last advantage of virtual reality we have is suitable for different games learning styles. There are many kinds of games in this world. Not every of them are similar or the same to each other. VR helps people to ease the learning process in gaming experiences. Alright, now we move to the disadvantage of virtual reality, which is what we have here is the only one and the most dangerous disadvantage, the addiction. The virtual world addict usually tries to hide addiction, but there are behavioral and mental indicators of addiction, such as progressively increasing gaming time and inability to disengage, nervousness, stress, which is when someone tries to stop the addiction virtual activity, gaming virtually at unusual hours, the decrease in eating and sleeping, and etc. Alright, VR games transfer a player to another world. Nothing distracts them from being in that new world, which lets them believe in it more and feel emotions much stronger. That's why VR is definitely the future for the gaming industry in general.
Now, let me conclude about this topic. So, for the conclusion, we know that day by day the gaming industry will always have a new technology. So, to improve the player experience, in-game satisfaction needs to be emphasized. We really hope and advise that virtual reality tool in the future will be more sophisticated for the use of game. With more sophisticated and interesting tools, the future of virtual reality in game experience is brighter because many will be attracted to participate in these activities. Indirectly, it can improve the country's economic status and raise the country's name if this activity is least in sport competition among the countries and the country's representative win the competition. So, last but not least, a perfect tool for gaming use is really needed by virtual reality gamers players. For example, a laptop or PC that has complete with virtual reality software and comes with smart virtual reality tools. This is because complete sets of laptops or PC that come with smart virtual reality software and tools will help the players enjoy their game and make them easy to use it. That's all from me. Thank you.